Hello everyone! My name is Fofox and welcome to a game in progress where we take a look at high-level ranked games and see what's going on, see if we can learn a thing or two about high-level play outside of streams, in solo queue. That is the important part. We're jumping into this game at about 10 minutes in, 4v4, or 4-2-4 rather, in the kills. We got 15k gold on blue team and 13k on purple, so very close match. As you can see, we have Stvicious and in this as Cho'Gath in this one, as well as Cris here as a Riven. Find him as Riven quite often, but he's a good Riven player, so I'll give him credit. We have a little bit of a mix-up here. Look at this, we've got our AD carry and support comp on top, as well as our Ezreal has come up here. No support with him yet. The solo tops are actually on bottom. So there must have been a switch at some point, an attempted 2v1, where leaving an attempt to leave one person at a disadvantage, but not going to be the case here. We actually have a Malphite support. That is interesting. A lot of poke on Malphite, and he's good against attack damage characters with his slow. Alistar jungle for our purple team here. He's got himself an Oracles already, so he's been doing the ward sweeping, keeping purple or blue team in the dark as much as possible. He is really hanging around this top here. He wants Ezreal, or he really wants Malphite. Riven doing a little bit of damage to Morgana, but not too much. She's got a massive amount of sustain with her passive lifesteal, or spellband rather, so. Oh, and a gank goes in from Alistar. And well played as he knocks her to the side and stuns her before she is able to get the black shield off. That was very well played on his part. Cris picking up that kill, leaving him at 1-1-2 now, which is very good for the Rivens. The Rivens likes to be fed. Solo top. Ooh, that's interesting. We have a Janna solo top here. Against, well, that's common. You know, I mean, well, common is relative. And a gank comes in. You know, Alistar, he is all over the place, but his jungle Alistar should be. He's not all that great at getting kills, but ganking, yeah, he's amazing. And Cris is here. Ooh, nice pickup on Chris's part. The purple team up 6-4, giving them a little bit of that goal back that they had lost previously. It's still 18 points, 6-17, but the deficit is closing. Oh, and an ultimate. Okay, so we have an initiation by Malphite here. Oh, and the ultimate goes down. Will he pick it up? Yes, he will, but the turret will take down Malphite. And now, ooh, he has got to get himself out just in time to miss that turret shot. That was incredible on his part. Very well played. 1-for-1 trade, and both really were just because of that tower. Tower was chipping down on Malphite a little bit too much. Support Malphite, good, but it's not able to build nearly as much. And Stvicious comes in. They're going to dive this tower. He's got a massive amount of health. He can soak a lot. Ooh, Cris flashing in, hoping to get the stun on Ezreal, but just barely missing it. It is still there, dealing a massive amount of damage. Ezreal not looking so hot here, and will be taken down by Cris, whose damage output is considerable at the moment. He is running a... Oh, that's why. He has got a BF sword and a Doran's and a Brutalizer at the moment. Not even worrying about the boots. Riven with enough mobility to get herself around. Doesn't need it at the moment, especially against a Morgana who's... she's not all that fast. She has great lockdown, but she doesn't have the ability to escape all that well. Two people coming in. Once again, Alistar involved in a lot of these ganks. He seems to be doing extremely well at wandering around the map, as you can see from the 103 ratio on him. The ultimate goes down from Riven, stunned, knocked up, knocked over by Riven, but the grab just barely misses by Blitzcrank, leaving her to escape. I bet Riven is a little bit mad about that one, but I'm not hearing any complaints from Italy. So, look at the item builds here as we have a little, well, maybe not. We're not gonna have a lull, I guess. There is never a lull in high tier games. Stvicious getting pulled in here by Blitzcrank, but no real damage to back it up. He's kind of got himself just stuck, to be honest. Riven coming in, knows it's time to get out. Stvicious would have won that engage probably against a Blitzcrank. Especially a support blitz. Not much damage on a support blitz. Enough to be dangerous to an AD carry, but to someone as tanky as a Cho'Gath, it's just a minor annoyance. That Janna able to clean up those minions very nicely versus an AD Needle Agent. But Ezreal seems to be alone up here by... because we had a warden going down from Malphite, who's trying to keep as many wards down as possible, but it's not going to be easy, especially with this Alistar with the oracles. He is just sweeping all over the place. They are going to have to get rid of these oracles. A little bit of damage going down on what would be our top laners on bottom lane. But nothing serious, just some pokes here and there. 3v1 attempt, and the engage goes in. Malphite ulting in, and Cho'Gath ulting just to take her down quickly. A very nicely played, and 2v1. Ezreal found himself out of position, and he pays for it. Getting grabbed by the Blitzcrank and knocked up, not good. The exhaust went down and took him down. Alistar, here's the problem with Alistar. Great at ganking, but his damage is just really subpar. But it's a 3v1, and they're taking down a turret. You're going to lose the turret. There's nothing you can really do about that. Taking down top turret as well, and that leaves blue team open for going to the dragon. A good trade. Do you want to trade a tower for a dragon? And if you're not able to get it, especially if you're not able to even beat the dragon. I love that. They tell you who slays the dragon now. That is fantastic, allowing supports a little bit of an easier time to pick up on when they should go ward the dragon, when they need to go clear it so they can see when it comes back up. And the spear lands for an impressive amount of damage along with the shard. 4v1. Never good to be in that situation. No, it is not. Blitzcrank kind of hanging around, as we can see here, as well as Alistar. Alistar's chilling in the bushes, but Pulverize goes down, just missing Needle. He's hopped. Not all that worrisome, to be honest. And Ezreal versus Graves up top. Ezreal is winning this engagement pretty soundly, actually. Very soundly. Bloodthirster, that would be one. Bloodthirster versus Graves, large amount of attack damage, but lack of lifesteal. That gives Ezreal a good move. And they are chipping away here at Italy. Oh, takes a heal. Summoner heal. Heal bait goes out, leaving both of them really low. Cris comes up trying to get a hold of Ezreal, who is running under the turret into the wrong turrets, but maybe he'll be able to get away. And Blitzcrank pulls in, but not quite enough. And that is the death of Ezreal, who decided to run towards the purple team's turret. Maybe it was the only path he had. I'll give him credit where credit is due. He got away for a few seconds. It's 31 to 26,000 deficit. About the same percentage-wise. You only really have to start worrying once you get about a 10% deficit. Otherwise, it's very it's turnable. You can do whatever you want. Honestly, if you get a really good engage, you can take down the other team. Not a problem. There are lots of ways to come back. This game is not over by any means. 10 to 10. Looking very, very close indeed. Now 18 minutes in. We've already got a dragon that went down for blue team, so that helped to give them a little bit more of an advantage. But we will see who ends up getting the next one. There might be a fight for it. Who knows? Unless Alistar continues to clear those wards, in which case blue team's going to have a little bit harder of a time seeing it. Purple team currently shoved blue through the wall, but still fighting over it. As tends to happen, we can see that blue team has warded purple team's blue, but not going to be all that worrisome shoving it through the wall. Maybe so they couldn't see it. Maybe they knew it was there. Maybe that's why he did it. Or it was an accident. Who knows? Lots of pings going down for blue, though, on Baron. That is interesting. Are they actually going to be over there is the main question. Yes, they are. They are over here taking on this Baron. Whether they're going to decide to stay or not. Riven diving in to try to stop him. She's getting killed off the back. Takes him down with it. Does a great job with it. ultimate from Graves goes down. Baron gets picked up by blue team. And Ezreal gets pulled in, but not dealing all that much damage. The Ignite is down on Ezreal. The ultimate goes through, picking up the kill on Alistar and on Blitzcrank. Getting killed by Graves, unfortunately, but
Killing spree.
a good shot by Graves to take up one more. The best time they could have fought was right there, trying to stop them from taking the Baron unpunished. So, killing 2 people off the Baron, that'll really help them out. Unfortunately, they were unable to steal the Baron, but what can you do? You had, their jungle was there, the smite was available, and it was just Riven at the time. So, a little bit more now. We're at about 8,000. Ooh, nice ultimate on Janna's part, shoving her into the tower and 4-man ganked thereafter. Very quickly thereafter. Very well played on her part. Cris picking up another one of those. He is looking pretty good in kills. He's got 5 kills, 3 deaths, 3 assists. Looking very good. Oh, look at that item build, though. We've got a Janna with a Soul Stealer. Apparently, she wants to get some ability power full free. Not a bad idea. I find the Soul Stealer to be a very, very high-risk thing, but if you're playing someone like Janna who can generally stay safe and just get those assists, it'll work out pretty well. Malphite getting pulled in, forces a flash. There we go. Almost as good as getting a kill there, but still. Chipping away at that Riven. She's got a nice amount of damage on her. Not a terrible amount of survivability, though. She's only got the magic resist from her boots and null magic mantle, but she's got a nice amount of lifesteal on the other hand, looking to have that Bloodthirster. Yeah, she's got it 37 stacks, giving her almost 3%. Looking good. We got an engage here on the mid. They're just falling really quickly to the true damage of Stvicious, but the rest of the team makes it out alright. It's a 0 for 1. Cris is just very, very squishy at the moment, playing more of a burst than anything else. Blitzcrank pulls him in. Oh, and Stvicious gets shoved back into the tower. The tower doing a lot of damage, and a failed flash taken down Stvicious. Very nice grab on his part. And the Alistar as well. Black Shield goes up, making so they cannot pulverize her, but shoving her the wrong direction. Maybe that was an accident. Ezreal coming out to distract him a little bit. The Ignite picking up Graves. Man, he's gonna have to watch himself because he's getting extremely low. Oh, and the binding lands on Blitzcrank, taking him down really quickly. The ultimate going out. Does pick up one. Will he pick up the second? Maybe, maybe not. Alright. Got one with that ultimate. Cris chasing down Italy. A hard one to chase down, but the flash lands right in a minion, making it so he cannot do it. Catches up anyways. Oh, and the crit lands from the Trinity Force Italy. I will take it. That worked very well. Very nice job on Needley's part in kiting. It was unfortunate that Riven was caught in that minion on the flash, causing him to really... It was just a minor move, but just enough to where he couldn't quite catch up and deal enough damage to take her down. Ezreal's still getting a few tower hits so that he can take a little bit more damage on that tower, but he's got to get out. Malphite exceptionally slow still. Ulting to get himself out. Will he be able to make it out? Yeah, probably. Blitzcrank doesn't appear to have his pull up, but blue team takes the dragon as well. There we go. Thank you, commentator lady. Does my job for me, she does. Still working away on top tower. Stvicious has built himself, look at that, an Ionic Spark. Interesting. Interesting build on a Cho'Gath, more of an on-hit tank. I like it. That's cool. I like to see that. Something very different. Something more... Yeah, we'll just leave it at different. How about that? We'll not go with the fancy words. A little bit of farming going on here. As for the... That gold is getting a little bit out of hand. 49,000 to 36,000. Parking break for the breath. 19 kills on blue team, 14 kills on purple team's side. Really kind of giving them a hard time. But Riven is not all that tanky. This is really kind of becoming what it's down to. Riven needs a little bit more initiation power. She needs to be able to stay a little bit more within this team. They're high burst. They really are. Between the ultimate from Malphite coming in, when they're popped up, St. Vicious can pop them up easily there, and it can really cause a lot of problems. That's a massive amount of burst just right there. Especially on squishies. Riven attempting to slash through the wall, not working all that well, might I add. Black Shield going down on Morgana just in case the Blitz Hook lands, but it misses, just barely moving off to the side. Oh, wow, look at that burst coming down from Janna, who has to flash out, but still. Haha! And she sees Graves come through the wall. Taking it down, that Graves is. Very well played on Morgana's part. Zonyazing off Graves' burst. That was incredible. The ultimate going down just to pick up the remaining minions, trying to force this lane. Of course, Riven ultimate goes down, trying to slash through the group, but just barely misses with low health Morgana. That might have taken her apart, but St. Vicious laughing at the attempt. Yeah, well, he gets pulled into the group. Morgana falls quickly, but St. Vicious is soaking that tower far too much. Cris taking down St. Vicious. Oh my goodness gracious, this is turning on purple team. A good engage on their part, but it is turning quickly. Blue team now having to get themselves out. Ezreal doing a nice amount of damage. And healing himself. He was low, but whoa, a nice job on Nidalee part, jumping out and picking up that kill on Riven. Vision now given. Yes, well played on Blue team's part. You know, honestly, that engage from Purple Team, fantastic. It really was. Pulling in St. Vicious, getting him down really quickly, and that was good. The problem was started turning on them as soon as Ezreal engaged as well. They should have taken down St. Vicious a little bit, scared him off, because he did start to move out. Until that Janna ultimate pushed him against the wall, he was starting to move. May have wanted to disengage at that point. Not really worth the tower, but they have to start making those engages somewhere. They don't have the tankiness that Purple Team does. They're really doing a lot of damage with that Trinity Force start coming into play. Ezreal as well, the AD carry. Kind of what you rely on us for at the end, is killing off everything else. But there's the problem of the AD carry. Kinda squish. Ezreal, though, fantastic at getting out. He's a great champion for getting in and out of fights. Great kite champ. Riven's still chasing. They're not going to be able to pick this one up. Going to disengage from that. Baron is up. Even though they are low health, it's not going to be that massive of a problem. It's late enough in the game now. I think it's just tanky enough. Just soak it. And now Purple Team knows that they've slain Baron naturally. Oh, and the turret taken down by the minions. Those super minions, a lot more devastating than you would think, but until Graves works his way out there or Riven starts working away at those minions, they're just going to start chipping away. Alistar's damage is very low, so is Blitzcrank. Janna has a good amount of burst, but she's got fair cooldowns for that. Cris got himself a little caught out of his here. And the ultimate comes down from Malphite, not going to place, but Riven's slippery by the probably get out. Malphite getting himself caught into a turret and stunned. Nicely done. Good Zonyas. Let's see if that'll... Yep, Ignite picks it up. Very good Zonyas going. Morgana's part. Extremely good, actually. I shaking off a lot of that damage just long enough for her to be able to find Riven down. That damage. Trinity Force. It's not the nicest of things. Attempted steal. Goes down from Ezreal, but St. Vicious picks it up, barely. Nidalee has got herself a little bit of damage. She's going up against the Ooh, a nice AD carry, but she does way more damage than he does. Especially with that heal bait. And the Trinity Force, all those crits. Nice amount of damage from Nidalee. Very, very nice. Not looking so hot for Purple Team. Not gonna lie. But 3v2. Oh, Riven takes down... Okay, there we go. Riven takes down Ezreal. That is a good portion of the damage with the tower and the super minions and the St. Vicious and the Needly. Not looking all that good, to be honest. Cris falling extremely low, but the St. Vicious seems way more interested in killing Riven than he does taking down the actual inhibitor, which... I don't know, a little bit brash on his part. The inhibitor's... Or not the inhibitor, sorry, the Nexus is halfway down. Healing now. Now it's a 4v2. Cris has still managed to stay alive. Riven doing a nice amount of damage, but can't really get herself in. The heal from Janna dealing 138 heals per second. Very nice. Very nice indeed on their part. So that kind of moved on Blue Team's part to be a problem. Attempting to go after the Nexus turned into attempting to go after Riven, which turned into a 4v2 after he got taken down. It was not all that great, but I think they have a little bit of leeway. 66,000 to 46,000, that is a 20,000 gold deficit. Yeah. Blue Team's looking good. We're just going to leave it at that. They're looking plenty strong to be able to handle this. Even if that was a little bit brash on their part. It's alright. Binding going down from Morgana. This is not looking like a very good spot for Riven. Hopping over the wall. That is interesting. I don't believe I've ever seen a Riven hop a wall. But that wasn't a push on Janna's part. No. Riven hopped over the wall. Interesting. Here they come. Alright. Blue Team comes in. Everyone's just kind of sitting in the base. They know it's coming. Labs are going down. It's the last team fight breaks out. Purple team just melts extraordinarily quickly. That's what you get for having that much of a gold difference. It just really starts to tear apart. Sonia's being off the last little bit of the laser. St. Vicious, the only one who seems to be working on the Nexus, and Blue Team takes the cake. We can see there that it was mostly the tankiness of the team that won them that game, but leave your comments in the section below. Tell me what you think. What do you think of that game? Do you think it could have turned differently? Do you think Needly's Tiamat could have been the downfall of their team at one point or another? Nah, Tiamat's a good item. My name has been Fofox. And we'll see you next time for another game in progress.